So, New Year's resolutions, 'tis the season to give your life an overhaul. If you're someone who does want to make some shifts and changes, but maybe you tend to overhype and underdeliver on yourself with your goals, then here's a little consideration. Food for thought. Number one question. What are some things you'd like to continue to do that you already do? What are some things that you put into place last year that you really like and you're super into and you want to get more in depth and you want to learn more and you want to get better? Sometimes the continuation of what we're already doing is plenty to do. And if you just start to move those things up higher on your priority list, then they start to take precedent over less important stuff, and that in itself can be life-changing. So maybe it's not about making new goals at all. Maybe it's just about focusing more on the things that you really loved about last year, and there you go. You're done. You're all set. You're already doing it. Right on. Awesome job. Second question is, think about a time in your life that you felt really great, either all around or in one category. Physically, mentally, emotionally, financially. Like, think about a time that you were like, this fucking rules. And what was life like? Why did you feel so great about it? And what's changed? How is your life different now? And how far off are you from being able to return to or create a modern day version of those times that you really remember being like, this is good? Remembering that you've already done it, remembering that you've already been there, and thinking about why it felt so good. In hindsight, that's one of the things about getting older is you're like, why was I so stressed out then? Life was cake. So use hindsight as foresight. If only I knew then what I know now. Well, you fucking know it now. Do what you know. Final question, and this is an important one. How much outside opinion and reaction is influencing your goals? AKA, how much of your goals have to do with how someone else feels or what someone else thinks you should do or what you think someone else thinks you should do. Whether you know them or society in general, what you might find is that you're feeling a kind of pressure from an outside source to do a certain thing or be a certain way, when in reality, you're kind of like, I don't really care to do that. Or it sets you up for feeling resentful or like your efforts were in vain if feeling successful is based on someone else's validation of what you're doing. So those are just some things to like get your brain thinking about your goals so that your intentions and your expectations of yourself are relevant, are realistic, are truly for you and designed to get you where you want to go in your life and where you'd like to progress, so that you can really actually feel proud of yourself and you can stay engaged and interested in what you're doing. And that it always, every year, feels like a progression and not some like, burn the bitch down, let's start over again. As time has gone on, as I've gotten older, I think I've accumulated and acquired more skills and relationships that really, really mean something to me. So I don't want to toss everything and start over and over and over again. I think the misconception about resolutions is that you have to start over rather than just build on what you already have and who you already are. Feels much less like a deficit because you are not a deficit. You're not a deficit. These are not mind-blowing tips, but they do work and they are relevant. Write this shit down. Figure out how to write down your goal, write down your progress. This is great for financial goals, physical goals. Maybe your goal is just to journal more, in which case, that's your goal. get shit out of your head and onto paper so that then you're not so bogged down by it. But by writing it down, it helps to stay organized, and it helps you to see and track what you're doing. And visually is super important for feeling motivated to keep going. So speaking of visually, if you have a physical goal or an organizational goal, take photos. Photo progress is huge. It's a great way to compare visually and be like, wow, I didn't realize I've made those changes. Schedule it. Just put it in your calendar. Take it as seriously as you would any other appointment. This is great for fitness goals. This is great for personal time and spiritual goals. If you're like, I'd like to meditate more. I'd like to take a bath more. I would like to sit and read more. You know, those things that are easy to justify being like, well, that's bullshit and self-indulgent, so I'll do it later. Not if it means you're gonna like your life and yourself more if you do it. So schedule it. Take it just as seriously as anything else and be like, well, 5 o'clock. Sorry, y'all. Got to take a bath now. Break it into parts. Sometimes goals can feel overwhelming, especially if you're really ambitious and they're big, lofty goals, and it's going to take some time to achieve them. It really helps to break them into parts. If you struggle with being easily distracted, if you struggle with anxiety, if you struggle with depression, any of those things can lead to feeling overwhelmed really easily, thus discouraging you from your goals, thus making you feel like a failure, thus compounding the issue, and it's February 4th and you've already given up on everything. Don't do it. Choose your company wisely. Not everyone in our life knows how to support and respect what you're trying to do. Sometimes those people also should be removed from our lives. Sometimes those people should be regarded with really stringent boundaries. Sometimes those people are just wonderful, loving, well-intentioned. They just don't know how to love and support you. Know that about them rather than trying to convince them about you. Does that make sense? Own that shit. I know that this particular person doesn't quite get me. They're not a bad person. They're not hurtful or harmful to me, but I'm not going to tell them about my goals. Definitely find someone or someones who you do vibe with and who you do feel like you can seek support from and who you can get excited about where it doesn't feel like bragging. But also just for the sake of your own momentum, try to do less talking about your goals in the beginning and just start putting them to work. We can also talk ourselves out of things. So if we just talk all the time about what we're going to do, sometimes it takes the excitement out, even for ourselves, about actually doing it. Don't talk about it, be about it. And be careful who you talk about it with so that you can get the ultimate amount of support and encouragement.